Coming to the top of the first climb of the day. Not categorised this, but we have two climbs out of the gate, leaving Frascati and heading to Terracina on stage 5 of this Giro d'Italia. 140 kilometres in total. On paper, one for the sprinters, just 1,200 metres of climbing. And after 171 riders started the day, we've already lost one. Champion 2 years ago, Tom Dumoulin, has abandoned the Giro d'Italia after just a kilometre or so of riding today. His knee too sore to carry on. Thankfully no broken bones for him yesterday, but Dumoulin abandons, so we're down to 170 and 6 of those are up there in the breakaway. This is the peloton that you're looking at through this pretty nasty falling rain. Visibility down to just around 100 metres here. No helicopter shots for that reason for the moment, but I can tell you that the riders up the road are Giulio Ciccone, the king of the mountains, Louis Vervaeke from Team Sunweb. He's the best placed rider in the overall general classification at 6 minutes and 7 seconds. There are two green, orange and white jerseys from Bardiani. They are Enrico Barbin and Umberto Orsini, and they are joined by Miguel Flores Lopez, pardon me, from Androni Giocattoli, and Ivan Santaromita, who's the Italian former national champion from Nippo Vini Fantini Faisane. A bad moment in the race here for Awet and Meskel, the Swedish rider from Israel Cycling Academy. We knew that the roads were slippy today, and we've seen our first evidence of that there.
Oh no, there's more.
Bardiani rider involved as well.
But this could be a different corner again. It looked like they just ran out of road and ran into the side of the margin, but we can see here.
Oh, it's a motorbike that's gone down. So it's not just the rider struggling here. Now then, can we see those incidents? That is Awet and Meskel, the Swedish rider from Israel Cycling Academy. Of course, they keep putting the Eritrean flag up there for him. He's Swedish passport holder now. This was a refugee. And we're 45.5 kilometres in. An hour and 11. Average speed of 38.2 kilometres per hour. And slowed significantly, you would feel, by these conditions. And look at how horrible it is. I mean, there's rain and there's rain, isn't it? And I'm saying that as someone from the northwest of England, probably one of the most rainiest places on the planet.
Yes, it was looking, it was drying off there for a time, but you know, we're back into rain again here, and we can see, you know, a lot of surface water, and it seems it's still coming down. We can see there, you know, in the background, the cloud is very low. It's not looking good. It doesn't look like it's going to clear very quickly in this one. It looks like it could be a day where it could go all the way in the wet, horrible conditions.
Intermediate sprint has just been won by Enrico Barbin. 3 bonus seconds for him. Hopes to change his arrears. Hardly a jot, really, because he started the day at 10 minutes and 47 down. He's 10 minutes and 44 down now. Well, he's €1,000 richer. I can promise you that Latina looks a lot nicer on a nicer day. Still not the prettiest city in this part of Italy, though. With rare occasions as well, outside Milan and certain other very small areas where you see skyscrapers in Italy too. Tall buildings, not generally the done thing. Enrico Barbin taking those 12 points at the intermediate sprint. Santaromita, Orsini, Vervaeke and Flores picking up the remaining points. No points for the Maglia Ciclamino there, so there was no competition behind. Not even Pascal Ackermann was interested. Well, as everybody was talking about in the studio, we saw Vincenzo Nibali and Primož Roglic going to the back of the peloton, having a little bit of a word with the car, and we're just receiving news that on the first passage of the finish line, the times will be taken. So it's what everybody suspected, what Orla, Nico and Brian were talking about. We've had it confirmed by people on the ground that those times will be taken at the first passage. The final circuit will be something for the sprinters to take on, and Sean, that will take a lot of worry out of everything for the GC guys. Gianni's laughing and smiling. He will be, he's in the dry. Heater on to the max. Trying to see that rain jacket pulled off and on. Action at the front of the race, and Louis Vervaeke, now free of any job he might have to do for Tom Dumoulin, is off to pick up his first mountain classification points. This is Louis Vervaeke at 6:07 and picking up his first points in the mountains classification. The jersey will stay on the back again for another night of Giulio Ciccone. Well, the only action we've seen for a while. Farfalla taken in. We're all back together at the Giro d'Italia on stage 5. Just a little reminder there on that graphic. Time gaps will be taken at the first passage of the finish line. The last lap of Terracina will be neutralised for general classification purposes. And look at this, we're going to have that puddle left and right with 1,200 metres to go. It's going to be dangerous. It is going to be high-octane stuff. Oh, as if it weren't hard enough already, the world of sprinting. Coming up to what will be the final kilometre. 500 metres then until those GC gaps are taken, and we've got a real upping of pace now, as you'd expect at this part in the race. But look at all this standing water where the sprint's going to be launched. This is going to be chaos, Sean.
Yes, it is unbelievable, the wet conditions here and the surface water. For the sprint in, when you're going full on these guys, it is going to be big time dangerous, and yeah, at least they're getting a run at it and they're getting a feeling what they have to do in the final couple of 100 metres. And again, a long straight there, this could get really scrappy. It's not a team who can lead it out and keep the pace real high. If they get grouped together, well, then it will be majorly dangerous.
1 lap to go of Terracina on stage 5 of the Giro d'Italia, but the good news is that all time gaps have been taken. If there's injury, incident, accident here, nobody loses any time on the GC. It's as we were, and Primož Roglic, as long as he crosses the line, will lead the Giro d'Italia with that 35-second gap again on Simon Yates, 39 to Vincenzo Nibali. Now, they can get out the way if they wish. It's all down to the sprinters, those brave enough to go against the rain. Sprinters left to do their job. It's a who's who of sprinting at the front here at the Giro. Giovanni Lonardi is there too for Nippo Vini Fantini, and it's going to be Sabatini now on the right-hand side. Doesn't quite go fully, but waits and waits and waits. Make sure his man is in the right position. Viviani is following the wheel now of Fernando Gaviria, and it's Gaviria on the right-hand side who's going to have a go. On the right-hand side they're going to go, and being followed by Ackermann. It's Gaviria now at the front. Gaviria going for it, and Gaviria hitting the front, but look at Ackermann come around. Ackermann signed it well. It's Ackermann and Gaviria to the line. It's Pascal Ackermann who does it again. Victory for the second time in this Giro d'Italia to the big German star. The Maglia Ciclamino takes the win. He keeps the jersey, and it's 2 for Bora Hansgrohe. Perfect timing from Pascal Ackermann. Messy stuff, but it was worth it, eh? Big celebrations at the end. It needed a brave dart to the line with all that mess going on. But Pascal Ackermann has done it. And just look at what it means to him. But in the meantime, Primož Roglic keeps the pink jersey. No differences in the gap. And the sprint finish and the results flashed up to everybody.
Yes, and they all have a look there to see who got the final sprint, the honours of the day.
Pascal Ackermann beating Fernando Gaviria, Arnaud Démare, Caleb Ewan and Matteo Moschetti. Given Simeon, Biermans, Lonardi and Belletti all in the top 10. Victory for the German national champion at the Giro d'Italia again, though, and Bora Hansgrohe, the team of the moment, hunting stages.
What a sprint. You had to stop, you start again, you timed it well.
Yeah, I think it was a 2-time sprint for me today because I had to brake in the last 250 meters, but then luckily Gaviria was the perfect lead-out man for me, and I had a lot of power in the end. Yeah, and I'm just happy about today.
Was it scary to sprint under the rain?
Yeah, it was not just the sprint was really scary. All the stage was scary with all the descents. You cannot see that much in the peloton because of all the water, and I just was lucky that nobody crashed.
What does it mean for you to win with the Cyclamen jersey?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I was happy that I got it back yesterday, and now I won the stage in the jersey, and yeah, I just hope that we can continue like this and bring the jersey to Verona.
Jetzt auf Deutsch, 2 Siege beim Giro d'Italia. Wie gut ist das?
Ja, ist ein geiles Gefühl. Also einer muss ich noch machen. Also ich habe noch eine Wette mit unserem Teamchef am Laufen und meinem Trainer. Und einen Sieg brauche ich noch, damit die Wette eingelöst wird. Und ich freue mich jetzt schon auf die nächsten Etappen.
Dankeschön.